All right, Brian, we are going to do the cool down now. You just finished your really good Yoga is My Gym workout. Now it's time for a very important cool down.
Why is it important?
It is important to give your body that time to literally cool down and to feel the effects of all the stretching, the strengthening you did, and to just give yourself maybe 2 or 3 minutes to take some deep breaths.
Okay.
All right? So you're gonna go to the front of your mat, and we're gonna start with a standing forward bend, just like we did in our warm-up. All right?
All right.
Fold it over. You wanna fold over from the hips, grab the opposite elbow, let the head hang. So I'm also timing you here for 1 minute. I want you to make sure your feet are parallel, hips width apart. Good.
So
And
is 1 minute the minimum amount we need to cool down?
I think so. I think the beginning of the stretch, you're kind of fighting it a little bit, and you really need some time to sink in, take some breaths, and just surrender, right?
Okay.
So let the head hang, and don't be afraid to sway left to right. Maybe feel the difference between the warm-up standing forward bend.
I'd like to think I'm going a little deeper.
I have to say you are. Your legs are nice and straight. Shaking out the head no and yes. Almost there. Release the arms. Let them hang. And one more inhale, exhale. Good. Fingertips to the floor. And you're going to heel toe your feet out, and we're going to go back to squat. Okay? So this should feel significantly better now.
Yeah.
Again, I'm going to set it for 1
Much
minute.
deeper. Sign me, Yankees.
Good. You want to be a catcher now?
Why not? I used to be a
Second
catcher.
career? All right.
Back in the day, little league.
Nice.
Yeah.
So if you're feeling really good now, because this is the second time through, maybe you even did a squat in our regular routine,
Yeah.
you can push the right arm against the right leg and twist it out a little bit.
Oh.
Maybe get a back crack.
Ooh.
And then try the other side. Left arm pushes against the knee and twist.
Oh, wow, yeah.
So your feet are nice and flat. Love it.
Yeah.
And then come back to center. So last 20 seconds, we'll just hold it in center. As I mentioned in your warm-up, you want to be nice and supple here. You don't want to be rigid. Rigid breaks. We don't want to snap.
What was that fancy word you used? Pliable?
Supple, pliable.
Pliable. Yes, I'm pliable.
Okay, we're going to bring the hands to the floor. You're going to straighten the legs a little bit, and we're going to come on to the knees. Okay, when I work with my athletes, they tend to not like this one a little bit.
Uh-oh, so you're telling me I'm not
I'm
gonna
just
like
giving
it?
you a little preface right now, all
All
right?
right.
So we're going to tuck the toes. Kneeling or hero's pose, toes tucked.
Oof.
I know, it's a tough one. What you can do is you can lean forward. You could take one of your blocks and lean forward on the block if it's a little bit too much.
Okay.
But if you're feeling good, in time, you want to be right over the heels. Heels are straight up to the sky. Why do we do this one? Can you feel where you're stretching right now?
I'm stretching it, seems like in my Achilles and my thighs.
Thighs, Achilles, very important, right? No
Right,
matter
right.
what sport you're playing, power to push off, having a lot more pliability in that Achilles tendon. It also opens up the bottoms of the feet. So a lot of athletes have plantar fascia problems, which is all the muscles in the bottom of the feet.
Right.
So it helps prevent some of that cramping. And it also it also opens up the bottoms of the toes. So you have more flexibility in the toes and more power to push off. So more of those elusive positions, right? Or jumping positions. The more range of motion you have, the more powerful you are.
I'm finding it.
I know.
Wow.
And eventually, if it's good, you can lean back. But that's in time, right? So you're lucky. We get to come out of it now.
Oh, thank you.
Onto your hands and knees. And just squeeze and release the toes a little bit
Oh,
so they feel normal again.
yes.
And you're going to go ahead and swing it around. So we're going to come onto the back. You're going to take your soft block. And you're going to take your strap.
All right.
So this is heavy legs. This is very important for athletes. If you ever have that cement dead leg feeling after a workout or after you play, this
You
is
jump
one
in the
way.
cold tub.
You could do that.
Okay.
But if you don't have access to a cold tub,
Right.
you could do the heavy legs. So we're going to lie down first. That's the easy way.
Okay.
You're going to lift the hips up and put the block underneath. And then go ahead and grab your strap
Now, how far underneath? It's just
right
right
under
into
your tailbone. It'll feel nice and comfortable.
Okay.
Okay? Knees into your chest. Wrap the strap around your feet and legs straight up to the sky.
Hold on, wait for me.
So I'll set the clock. 1
Okay.
minute hold. You're going to love this one.
Now we spread them?
You just want them about hips width apart. Nice and flat to the ceiling. You're
Okay.
letting gravity do the work for you. It's
Yes.
really a restorative pose. Holding, breathing. If you have tight hamstrings, then it might be a little bit more of a challenge. You could do this up against a wall too. But this helps encourage lymph drainage, which is what makes you feel thick.
Wait.
and
Lymph
heavy.
drainage?
Lymph drainage.
Oh, lymph.
Mhm.
Lymph, kids.
Very good.
Yes. I was spelling bee champ in 3rd grade.
Well, clearly you retained it all.
Yes.
So the next step we're gonna do is hold the strap.
All
The
right.
strap is gonna help support you but not hold you back, and we're gonna go into straddle. If you can go wider than the strap, then you're just gonna hold the legs. Okay? And now you added groin, inner thigh to the mix, as well as encouraging lymph drainage. So we're gonna try to stay here a minute too. So if you don't use a strap, that's awesome. Then you can just hold the legs so you can relax. Because we really don't want to
Okay.
engage any muscles right now. We just want to really lengthen.
Okay.
And there's no, it's
So I don't
kind
have
of
to flex the
effortless.
toes because that would be engaging.
Yeah, I mean, whatever you feel is comfortable.
Be loosey goosey.
Loosey goosey,
Alright.
right?
Cool.
Good. And you don't want your feet too close to the front of your mat. That arches your back. So always err to the side of being closer to your face. Okay? And then use your arms. You gotta bring the legs straight up to the sky. Knees into your chest, feet flat on the floor. Now you're gonna move the block down towards your feet, maybe just a 1/4 of an inch, 1/2 inch.
Okay.
We're gonna move into the hip flexors. So that's the front of the hips, and you're gonna slide the legs out straight. Okay? Now, if you feel pressure in the low back, move the block towards your feet more.
Okay.
All right? If you don't, let's just leave it there. Again, let gravity do the work. Relax your legs.
Wow.
And the block is positioning the pelvis so you can't cheat. Not that you would, but
Right.
sometimes it just kind of happens.
That's
And
right. I wouldn't cheat.
no. And
That
it's a
would-
mild back bend, so it's opening up the front of the hips.
I feel it.
Yeah.
Wow.
So anybody that runs or jumps or has forceful extension in their sport, this is really going to be helpful. It'll take a lot of pressure off your back.
Is that good for the psoas muscles
This
and all
is
that?
this is it. Deep hip flexor. Yep.
Cool.
This is it. If you're really flexible, you could do 2 blocks, but I would take this one step at a time. Okay. So nice deep breath, right? Feel heavy in the legs, arms, shoulders. And then we're going to slowly slide the knees bent, feet flat. I know you want to sleep here,
I
right?
could go to sleep right.
I know. And you're gonna lift your butt up just enough to take the block out. Lower it down. You're actually gonna feel like you sink into a hole now.
Oh wow, that's amazing.
And then curl up onto your right side.
And go to sleep now.
Like you're gonna take a nap, but you're not.
Okay. Good
And then
night.
push yourself up to seated.
Wait.
No time, no rest.
Wow. See, it's like training camp.
And then you're gonna come to easy cross leg again.
Easy for you again.
Again.
Yeah.
And nice deep breath in. And exhale, hands heart center. So nice, complete, stretchy, cool down.
That's
Feels
it?
good? That is it. Nice job.
I gotta get this seated cross legs now.
You will.
One of these days.
In time.
Cool. Thank you.
You're welcome.